I have to cover this before we get into like your most recent project, which I spent today in LA traffic driving around listening to. But can we talk about when you got the Prince cosign and exactly how that happened? Because that's kind of astounding. I didn't expect to find out about that today.
Oh, yeah, no, that was crazy. I was obviously out here, and I had just been dancing like with different artists like that. So I was 18, and he found me somewhere. He never told me what it was, but he found me online somewhere. I got an email one day from his two dancers saying Prince wants me to submit a choreography video to his song. I sent him the video of me dancing to his song, and like he replied and was like, I want you to write a treatment. I got a whole budget for you. Like, make this video happen. So
Right.
Breakfast Can Wait out there on YouTube. You can check it out. But
That's crazy.
yeah.
But he was just like your friend. Was it pretty?
He was pretty much
cool
my friend
level?
after that. Yeah, like he flew my whole family out to Paisley Park on a private jet. Like
On a private jet.
Yeah, it was my
What the
first
fuck?
time.
I got to meet Prince a couple times.
Yeah.
Even for Prince, a private jet is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
I know.
That's crazy.
Shit.
Great performer.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
crazy. He
super
would perform
talented.
till he was like 5 in the
Crazy.
morning. It was wild.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you feel when he passed?
I was hella sad. Like, I was just like, damn, I wanted to do so much and I wanted him to be a part of it, you know, but, you know, I always speak about him in interviews. They always ask me, so he's definitely a part of me. But I was just like, it was crazy to me. He didn't do drugs. Like, he didn't drink. Like, seemed like he was healthy, so it was just wild.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I was listening to him when I was such a young kid. But it's just
Yeah.
like, it was wild
Just
when he
imagine,
passed.
like,
You felt like he
being
was going to be around
close-
forever.
Yeah, and like being close to like a legend, and it's like, dang, no way. Like, fuck. That's crazy.
That is crazy. So influential, like changed the game so
Mm-hmm.
many different levels. Okay, so you signed with Def Jam, and then like, what is the process like before you get your first project together?
Well, I got real cool with my A&R too, and we just were like brainstorming. He really helps me out with just like building a plan for like my come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a new artist still. Like, they signed me when I was at like 100K followers or something, and like I hadn't dropped anything really. I had just dropped singles. So they're like, all right, so let's build a like foundation and what we're gonna do, because we really want to just build fans for you and like have that be solid, because you could drop singles here and there, but then people will just know you for a single. Let's put together a project. So we put together our project, my project, Summer with Friends. That was my first little EP. And then just a plan, you know? And then I ended up going on tour with Tiana Taylor. So that helped me push that. And then right after I dropped my album, so then I went on my own tour after that. So it's really like all scheduled out for me, and like everything was planned out.
It's kind
the
of
plan.
because it's
you know?
like you seem like you're like super talented and likable, but then at the same time, it's like, how do you package that and present it? Because it's like, in a weird way, it feels like the audience is so primed and excited for like new female talent right now. But then at the same time, it feels like this weird like Matrix type thing where you're like dodging lasers in terms of actually making people really fuck with a new artist. Like
Yeah.
people are so weird, have so many like built-in misconceptions about what they're dealing with.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with me, I think my like stronghold was dance too. I feel like back in the day there was Chris Brown, Beyonce, Aaliyah, like the artists that really like keyed in on dancing, and like Missy Elliott, like showing that, like being that a part of the brand. So I really wanted to like be the only girl. Like, really, there's no other girl, even guy, like dancing really right now. So I get to do that with my music, and that was like the main thing, and just showing my style and like my personality too. So
I feel
all
like
in
there's
one.
a lot of dancing going on, but it's like people doing the whoa in their bathroom. It's not like the real choreographed like thing. Like
Yeah.
when you watch your videos, that's what always stands out, is like, this looks dope as fuck, because it's like, it has like real dancing going on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Definitely. Okay, but on your project, did you not know that Lil Baby was gonna be the smash hit? Because it's like song number 11, which is not typically how you do it if you think it's gonna be the single.
No, I mean, we put out the single first.
Okay, but that was the single?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the
okay.
single. Yeah. I don't know why we put it last.
Yeah. No, it wasn't last. It's just sort of like sandwiched in like the later half of the
okay.
album, which I was kind of surprised by, because you got like the YB and Namir and YG feature like right at the front. I was just wondering if that was like supposed to be maybe like the
Second
hit.
single.
Oh, that was the second single? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that always kind of like a weird thing from your perspective, where it's like, obviously you fuck with rap and stuff, but you're not quite a rapper, and you have to like make the decision about putting rappers on certain
Yeah.
songs, and like that's gonna bring in some audience?
I think for me, it's kind of like, I just kind of let the audience like pick. So for me, my mindset was just like, we gonna see what people really fuck with organically, like, and just let people choose really. So that's honestly how it happened. Like, I figured Can't Relate would do really good, you know. I thought Easy was gonna do fire, you know what I mean? That's like an R&B record. So I have a lot of different type of vibes. So imagine it could have been Easy that went crazy, and that's a R&B record, or it could have been Can't Relate, that's a rap record. So it was just like, let's see what happens. And the most played second song was Can't Relate on the album. So yeah, and now I got Chris Brown on Easy Remix.
Really?
About to drop, I'm about to shoot the video. I got rehearsal tomorrow, and the next day we shooting the video. So who knows? That could just take it up crazy too, you know? So.
That is crazy. Yo, but that Lil Baby song is like ridiculously huge. Like it's so, there's something about when you hear it, it just feels very familiar. Like it just works. But you just wrote that by yourself? Like
No, I wrote that with Jazzy and Vori.
Okay.
Jazzy and Vori. Yup. We was in the studio. Islam produced it. He showed me the beat, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. I was like, how old are you? He was like 19. I was like, oh, you a little baby.
That's how it started?
That's literally how it happened. And then Jazzy was like, little baby. I was like, ooh, my little baby. And then literally just like, we just started freestyling in and then went in the booth and just wrote it.
Yeah, that song is like a like it's like compliment in a weird way too. I believe that you wrote it, but like everybody when I was playing it today and stuff, like my friends who are like music industry friends were like, "You think she wrote that?" I'm like, I honestly have no idea. It seems like kind of like too good. Like I don't know, maybe the music industry is crazy. There's a whole machine out there.
No, facts. I write on everything that I do, so.
You never had like somebody deliver you a track? You never had the label try to do that?
Yeah, I've cut like maybe 2 songs in my life, and I really like them. So it's just got to be something that I really like love in order for me to do it, or even just time. Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna cut it, but then I just never get to it. I'd rather just start something new, and just write it, you know.
And when you at a certain position too, people just send you hella tracks.
Exactly,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like it's just too much.
Yeah. No, that's crazy as hell. Because like I'm friends with Juice WRLD, and like now that he's massive, it's like massive producers just send songs to like they want you to do this song, and he's like not really that interested. Like it's a weird position to be in. That if you get really successful for your songwriting, all of a sudden people don't want you to write your songs anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
crazy.
They trying to get it. They trying to get that hit.
Do you always have the mentality that once you got popping that you were going to help out your brother or like other members of your family? Does anybody else do anything creative?
Oh yeah, definitely. My little sister too. Like my mom, she's a part of management for me. So you know, we all in the business. It's a whole working family. Like the reason why I'm out here, the reason why I do what I do is for my family. So yeah.
How's your family feel about how crazy things have gone? Is it kind of mind-blowing for them coming from a little bit more humble upbringing?
Yeah, I mean everybody's happy. Like everybody's
we happy,
proud.
man. Just
like,
gotta keep working, keep grinding, cause it don't stop here. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, we trying to buy houses. Like we trying to get to that level. Like you know, so we still going.
Wealthy LA family, like your kids will just only know Calabasas. They won't
I
know
know,
anything
it's so crazy.
Because I don't know how I feel about living in the hills. I think I'd rather live in Calabasas type shit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
if
a big
I feel
decision
the
to
hills.
make.
I don't know. Like the hills is nice to have a crib, but I don't know if I'd like live in the hills.
And I will always say, like, to an artist, like, well, I mostly deal with like rappers who have security concerns, but I'm always like, bro, just you need to be out in the hills, you need to move to Calabasas, whatever. You just got to get away from all the bullshit. But then at the same time, I feel like when people move away from like all their cultural influences, that can sometimes be bad.
You're saying like versus like in LA or just anywhere?
Like, oh yeah, I'm friends with this kid Pompano Randy, who he raps a little bit, but he's mostly like an Instagram comedian, and he's in the hood, and that's why his Instagram is so good, because he makes all these videos just doing shit on the street, and it's like if he were to move out here and just be like posted up in the mansion, it's kind of like I love Chief Keef, but when he moved out here, his music became a different thing once he was like in the mansion as opposed to like on the block.
You gotta just be smart, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when you in the hood, you know what I'm saying? That's where all these rappers be dying in their own hood. You know what I'm saying? Which is sad. So
We're at Rolling Loud.
you gotta be smart about that.
I mean,
Rolling
Rolling
Loud
Loud was the biggest shit show of just every
Oh my
rapper
God.
putting their
It was-
life on the line.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
it
it
was a
was
crazy
wild.
day. With
Did
the
that
whole
ca-
Rain Delane shit.
Yeah, did that kind of feel like a weird, like, everything coming around, like to be able to perform in that environment versus like that's where you grew up?
I mean, I know, right? It was wild. It was a wild day. I mean, it was just culture. Like everybody was there. Everybody was trying to get fucked up. Everybody was trying to just go crazy. Like that's really what it was.
Yeah.
I think I saw like 10 people dying Rolling Loud.
Oh,
Out of
yeah.
that crowd coming out like with the paramedics, like just seeing people pass out and like in the crowd, like, cause it's just crazy. Like,
Yeah, it was
I
wild.
was up on stage with Pump, and they're just bringing.
You were in Miami?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were bringing kids out on the stretcher like over and over, like probably like at least like 15 kids during his performance.
It was crazy.
It was hot though, so it makes sense. Like especially if you drunk and then you hot and then you jumping around and there's mad people around you. Like
I seen dudes getting squished like halfway over the rail, and the security's trying to lift them
you
up.
saw
and
they like
can't
had
get
a
'em.
golf cart.
Yeah,
Somebody stole
someone
a golf
stole
cart
it. Yeah.
and
Somebody
they were
stole it.
riding through the crowd. That shit was crazy.
Did you see that naked white
Did you
guy
see the
getting
naked-
wrestled down?
Yeah. There was another
When
one.
was this?
I didn't see him in person.
I just
but
seen the
saw
video.
I didn't see it.
I'm
He
still
was
trying to wrap
naked.
my head
I'ma
around
show
what
you.
happened, how that happened. It looked like Randy from Trailer Park
He
Boys,
must
to be
have
honest
just
with you.
been
That's
lit
crazy.
and was like, "Fuck it."
It just didn't even look like a dude who would be at Rolling Loud in general. He looked like this just
He was
fat,
dead
random
naked.
ass white guy. Like,
Just butt naked.
fascinating.
That's
Speaking of Rolling Loud, you guys want some Bearwoods? I got a whole bunch of blunts on me right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to go with the giant one or if you just want to fuck with the regular ones. I don't
I
know
want
if you
the
could.
giant one.
Okay, there you go. See, that's my kind of woman. She wants to go for the big dog.
Oh yeah.
Damn, this is fire.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to our sponsor, Bearwoods, coming through the pack right here. You guys smoke Juuls?
Jules? What is that?
The Juul, like the e-cigarette thing?
I don't know.
Because I got the Juul, like Juul pods that you can put
Oh,
in
it's
that
like
thing.
Oh, like in the pen.
I
type
guarantee
shit.
you guys have
yeah.
friends who smoke Juuls.
All right, cool.
The Juul shit took over the world.
Yeah, that shit fire.
Interesting.
You ever do a meet and greet? If one person gets their Juul signed, then everybody's getting their Juul signed after that because everyone
really
has a
funny.
Juul.
Are we sparking this up right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you gonna smoke too?
Anybody got a lighter? Y'all get high as shit.
I ain't gonna smoke this one. I'll spark that one with you. That shit
bet.
huge.
There you go. Okay.
Where do
this-
I hit this from?
Okay, so what you
It's
gotta
like
do?
a cigar.
Yeah, you gotta like poke a little hole like in the part where you hit it, and then you
Oh,
just light the
okay.
other end, and you probably gotta suck really hard at first to get it going. I'm pretty sure. So man,
That's it.
have you always been a gym rat? Because I was checking your story out today, and you were going hard. You were in the stairwell. You were going
Man.
hard, bro.
It's anytime I'm in LA and I got time, that's where I really take my time to like train. Because I got a trainer, so I be on the road. I don't work out at all. Like,
I knew you had a trainer because I'm like, there's no way she's in the stairwell
Yeah,
doing
by
squats by herself.
yeah. Definitely got a
My
trainer.
shits,
Shout out to
man.
Will.
Shit.
I know. I like to, say, have those abs looking good. You know, some performances.
Was that always part of the growing up as a dancer thing that you were just like hella physical?
Nah. I've always been in shape, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always danced, but training, like, I just got with my trainer. Like, when I signed to Def Jam, that's when I started working with him. So that's when I've been like, real on it.
That's a weird position to be in when you start looking at your career and you're like, damn, I got to be in shape because my career is going to be fucked up if I'm not.
Yeah, I know, right? For a girl, at least, because nowadays you could look crazy and be good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think it's like that for females, though, right?
well, for men,
It
you
was
mean?
for men for sure. They'd be like the ugliest rappers, and they more popping because they ugly. Like it don't
Yeah.
make no sense. But girls can't do that, right?
Welcome to the patriarchy. No, but you know what? That's the crazy thing about it, though, is that you can kind of tell when a rapper's career starts getting fucked up because they'll go and get buff. Because they start thinking like, maybe if I'm hot, then people will fuck with me again.
Like Sam Smith, he lost my weight.
Did he?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of dudes. Like I remember when Paul Wall came out, or when OJ the Juice Man came out. They come out as fat dudes, and then they start to realize like, oh shit, like maybe my music isn't going to be popular forever. I got to get a 6-pack. I got to get hot. You know, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Especially maybe too, just being like on camera all the time, like video, probably makes you be like, damn, I need to lose some weight.
Yeah, and
You
just
know?
in general, when you start thinking about how much people judge each other on how they look, it's really fucked up, but it's really such a giant thing. Like I always think about the imp from Game of Thrones, and he's just treated like a
watched
piece
Game
of
of
shit his
Thrones.
whole life. You haven't watched it?
No, it's fire.
Oh, it's so good.
It takes a minute to get into, right?
Yeah, my girlfriend made me watch like a whole season before I started to really like appreciate it.
Okay, I gotta do that then.
Yeah, you gotta
I wanna
like
watch it.
break past that wall of like, why the fuck am I watching all these knights and shit? And just like the story
Yeah,
is
like
so
that's
crazy.
not my type of vibe, but people say it's crazy. So.
You got any TV show preferences? Anything in particular you watch?
I like the Stranger Things.
Okay,
That was fire. I liked
I like Power.
let me hit it. I gotta get how you go.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, power.
You know what I just watched, like, and just finished the season of? You. Have you heard of that? It's like some crazy stalker guy, like, falls in love with this girl, and then, like, he ends up dating her, and, like, it's just, like, he starts killing everybody around her that's bad for her in his eyes and shit. And, like,
It
it's
feels like
wild.
so many of these popular TV shows these days are about murderers.
Breaking Bad was my shit.
Breaking Bad was
Breaking
the
Bad
best.
was
That was the
fire,
shit.
yeah.
That was a
I watched that
life-changing
whole
experience.
damn season in like a
Yeah,
week or
Breaking
two.
Bad was fire.
That shit was long too.
Yeah. Even, what's the other one with different episodes? Black Mirror?
Black Mirror's fire.
Mirror.
That's pretty cool.
But the
I ain't like
final
the movie, though.
final season only has 3 episodes.
Oh yeah.
So
Breaking Bad.
Oh no, of Black Mirror.
Oh.
Yeah, and actually, I watched Breaking Bad like religiously, but then I never really got into the Better Call Saul, which is like the
Yeah, me neither.
prequel
I don't
series.
ever get
I never
into
got
like
into
the
that either.
extra stuff that comes out after.
Yeah, my girl watches Game of Thrones, and then she listens to Game of Thrones podcast about the episode that she just
I
watched.
haven't been able to get into that.
Yeah, that's a little too deep for me. It's like I'm just gonna watch it and just
Yeah.
not think about it after.
Yeah. Medieval shit.
Yeah.
Dragons.